Yo, what's the deal, fam? It's your man Eeze. Morning walk, morning coffee, keep it black. Today marks approximately 30 to 31 consecutive days of morning walks. If you appreciate the content in any way, smash that like button. Smash the like button. Dad, smash the like button. So what we talking about today? The infamous, the album, Mobb Deep, only built for Cuban Linx, Raekwon, 30th anniversary. You'll get a chance, you, me, and every other fan, to witness the merger. What am I talking about? They have a tour coming up, 19-city tour. But before we get to that, let's give a little background of the albums. Like I stated, 30th anniversary, the infamous April 25th, 1995, only built for Cuban Linx, August 1st, 1995, both releases on Loud Records. Salute to Steve Rifkin. Think about that, man. Within, 90 days? Two classic albums, two timeless albums off one label. Salute to Tom Coyne, who mastered Only Built for Cuban Linx, and Leon Zervos, who mastered the infamous. This timeless music. So like I stated before, these individuals, these two albums are going to be toured together in an epic experience. 19 cities, as I stated before. I'll put the post on the screen. And it's gratifying just to see our legends get into it. And the albums that we grew up on seem to still be resonating with that audience while also garnering a new audience. And I will say, going to some of these shows with the OGs, it's amazing how you could watch dudes in their early 40s recite word for word a song like Up North Trip, and then walk out the venue and hold the door for someone else and have a great evening, gentlemen, or y'all be blessed. The maturity, just to see how the music, we can still experience music in a time capsule, but the maturity as men, as women, as humans is evident too. I don't be experiencing no scuffles and nobody yelling and screaming and beefing. Just a good vibe. So just to see that happen, and these dudes can actually go on tour. Mobb tours a lot. The Wu was just on tour. And now they can eat some more while feeding their fans. Because just because you're a Wu fan or a Raekwon fan doesn't mean that you like all Wu albums. Now you get a chance to experience possibly your favorite album, I'm assuming, performed straight through, as well as the infamous. They're starting from the West Coast, I believe, and working their way over. And based on the poster, they're making their rounds, man. Portland, Denver, Dallas, Philly, NY, Toronto, December 7th. I highlighted that because that's the New York show. But even if you got to travel 2.5 hours or something to make a show, I think it'll be well worth it, because this is what it's all about. And as a Queens native, I can honestly say I've never witnessed or experienced a Mobb Deep show. I know it sounds crazy. I go to a lot of shows. I've never witnessed a Mobb Deep show, so that should be pretty fire. And it's important to notice or highlight that the infamous, at least for me, may be one of the most, relatable albums in a sense, not lifestyle, but whenever I play that album and close my eyes, I always felt like I was a part of the studio sessions. Like, you always felt like you was a part of the crew. Like it's an experience. It's gritty, it's vulnerable, you got melody on there, you got nostalgic sounds, but it don't sound dated. It's weird, it's so many different things for so many different people. Only Built for Cuban Linx may be the godfather, for lack of a better term, of mafioso rap. It's cinematic, yet it still has soul. You get what I'm saying? So when we speak about hip hop and a lot of classics, people like to speak of some of these albums as if they're niche or they're one-dimensional. Nah, when you really go back and listen, some of this stuff checks off so many different boxes. Many different boxes. What they were sampling and how they flipped it in such a way that it feels like a specific genre, but their ears and creativity allowed for that. Havoc was in his bag. Salute the Q-Tip as well. Shout out to RZA and the whole Wu-tang Productions too. I'm excited about this, man. I don't have much information on it, but I would employ us all to go out and support it. I got a question for y'all though. Who do you think should open up the show and who should be the closer? In theory, neither one of them are openers or closers, but if you're at the show, who do you want to see close out the night? Is it the Mobb Deep, Infamous, or only built for Cuban Linx? Or would you prefer them to go back and forth? 2 songs here, 2 songs there, and kind of like make it an experience for those who were fans of both albums. That's that yin and yang, that's the ebbs and flows, that's that tension I be talking about in music. You imagine that? Going back and forth between those albums, and you sequence it, or the set list is set up in such a way to where that could be absolutely epic. And speaking of Mobb Deep, let's just stay on this subject. Came across something where a fan asked Cormega, will he be featured on Mobb Deep's new album? And in typical Cormega's fashion, I plead the fifth. So more than likely, I think he's a part of the album. But I like the fact that he allowed that anticipation to sit there and allow us to wait. But based on a video and a poll that I did maybe about a week ago, Cormega came in second place with regards to who you think should be featured on the new Mobb Deep album. First place was the Wu. See, the family, it all works together, man. That's why I be saying before, said in the past, we always speak about competitiveness. Yes, there was competition back there. It was. I'm never saying it wasn't. But the competition derived from a respect. Oh, these dudes over here, they dropped that? Could you imagine you on Loud Records and Mobb Deep put out the Infamous, and you Raekwon and you sitting on Only Built for Cuban Linx, and you like, yo, oh, this about to be crazy. You motivated. We don't really get that nowadays, obviously, because the label structure is a little different. And I'm not even trying to relive yesteryear because I still got that music and my favorite artists are still touring. So I'm still out here actively supporting, but I just think that that's fire, man. Shout out to Mobb Deep. Shout out to Wu, Steve Rifkin at Loud Records, Cormega, you, myself, supporters of true hip hop, the listeners. This is what it's all about, man. This is what it's all about. Once again, I appreciate y'all, man. These morning walks have been very energizing. Chance to kind of like, I don't know, have one-on-one conversations with you guys while also practicing time management, getting some workout in. And I appreciate y'all for real. Smash that like button. Remember, all things are possible through sheer hard work and patience. God is the greatest. It's your man Eeze at the Eeze Experience. Remember, mature discourse in the comments. I appreciate you all out there. Go get yours. Yeah.
Hey, yo,